What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got a Michigan football report as a Michigan wide receiver commit is recruiting a top 100 target. Very hard right now for Michigan. We also got a big update on Bennett Warren, the 4-star offensive tackle, plus an update on defensive back recruiting for Michigan. We're also going to be talking about what Michigan players are saying ahead of the 2023 season. Kris Jenkins, a projected first-round draft pick. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so let's start this first half of the video by talking about some recruiting updates. And the first one that I want to talk about is obviously the 2024 4-star wide receiver Michigan commit Stewart, as he is trying to bring in another Illinois native to top 100 recruit in the 2025 class. It's the 2025 4-star wide receiver Taylin Taylor. He's ranked 81 nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. Stewart told the Michigan Insider that we always knew one another from playing on Boom, which is a 7v7 team that Stewart plays on. Stewart says that he's a baller. He said definitely putting the full court press on that boy. He knows it's go blue. And he said a dynamic duo and a good addition to continue winning rings in the big house. He said that's what would happen if Michigan can land Taylin Taylor to team up with another Illinois native, Stewart, who is already committed to Michigan. So more good news coming from the 2025 class. We'll see if Stewart can help Michigan out by putting on the full court press to recruit Taylin Taylor to Michigan. And the next thing I want to talk about is actually a guy that we really haven't talked about as much recently, but it's the 2024 4-star offensive tackle Bennett Warren from the state of Texas. I'm sure you guys already know about him. We talked about him a lot a couple months ago. He's ranked 142 nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, and right now Michigan has 3 crystal ball predictions going in their favor to land him. Now Michigan was in the lead a couple months ago, however I feel like they kind of cooled on him a little bit, especially with Michael Uwini as they were trending to land him. However, he committed to Georgia, and now it seems like Michigan might be in the lead to land Bennett Warren again. According to the Michigan Insider, the main competition appears to be Tennessee, who was the last school to host him on an official visit. It appears to be between Michigan, Tennessee, and Texas A&M right now. So Michigan back in the recruitment for the 4-star offensive tackle Bennett Warren. And then I wanted to talk about the defensive back recruiting for Michigan in the 2024 class. Michigan obviously has one defensive back commit from the in-state 4-star defensive back Jacob Oden. Michigan has missed on several targets, including Bryce West, Jordan Johnson-Rubble, Boo Carter, Jameer Grimsley, and Terrian Nichols. Michigan is obviously still going after Aaron Scott, who is set to announce his decision on July 30th. Right now, Ohio State is considered the favorite. However, it seems to be down to Michigan and Ohio State. Michigan's also trying to go after the 2024 4-star safety Zaquan Patterson. They're right up there in his recruitment with Miami. However, Michigan will have to beat out hometown Miami in his recruitment. Michigan is hoping to land one of these 2 recruits here. Zaquan Patterson is obviously the teammate of current Michigan 2025 commit Chris Ewald, but if Michigan misses on both Aaron Scott and Zaquan Patterson, they could be in some trouble, and they'll have to go back to the recruiting board and find some more defensive back targets. So hopefully Michigan can pluck either Aaron Scott or Zaquan Patterson. If not, they could be in some trouble there for defensive back recruiting. They obviously do already have the 4-star cornerback Chris Ewald committed in the 2025 class, so that's pretty big there. And then the last thing I'll talk about for recruiting is obviously the barbecue at the big house. It's been an annual tradition now with Michigan, which has dated back to the Rich Rod days, and it's usually all the way at the end of July, and it is usually just one day full of activities and activities. However, according to Bryce Merritt of the Michigan Insider, he said that he's hearing Michigan will be doing something new this year, and it will be held on July 29th and July 30th, so 2 days instead of 1 day, which is pretty big because Michigan always hosts tons and tons of recruits. It'll obviously be full of top 2025 targets, not so much 2024 because obviously the 2024 class is starting to wind down here, and we're starting to talk about a lot more recruits in the 2025 class. So pretty big news there for the barbecue at the Big House. And the next thing I want to talk about, we'll step away from recruiting, but Michigan football Twitter account recently dropped episode 1 of Michigan Made, as it takes fans behind the scenes as Michigan prepares for the 2023 season. I want to go over some quotes that some Michigan players said in that episode. First of all, on the loss to TCU, Kris Jenkins said that you got to take this pain with you and bring that to the winter training cycle, to spring ball, to summer training camp. And he said you got to run with it. This is what's going to fuel us to do what we do this upcoming season. Blake Corum said that the TCU loss game played a little role in him coming back, and he said we have one more chance to do it. I just know we have what it takes. And Roman Wilson said it's now or never. This really has to be our year. And then JJ McCarthy said that I want to be one of the best teams to ever play this game. We have the potential to do it. We have the talent to do it. We have the dedication, commitment, and hard work to do it. It's all about just putting it together and executing the plan. So I'll try to link down below in the description where you can find episode 1 of Michigan Made. Very good. Gets you hyped up for the 2023 football season. And speaking about getting hyped up for the 2023 season, I actually just recently dropped my 2023 Michigan football hype video last night. If you guys haven't seen that yet, make sure you guys go ahead, check that out. Took me some time to make it, so it would mean a lot if you guys could go ahead, check that video out. I think you guys will like it. And now the next thing I want to talk about is wide receiver coach Ron Bellamy, as he breaks down some of Michigan's wide receivers. We've talked about Roman Wilson as he joined In the Trenches podcast, and he said Roman has a complete skill set. He knows that he's a special football player, and he said, but now just challenge him to be the most dynamic football player in America. That's something that he's chasing every day. Talking about Cornelius Johnson, he said the guys respect him because of his approach to the game, the way he performs, and the way he attacks every day. He said he has been fantastic. His movement skills are elite. Some of the things that he does. He also said that Tyler Morris, the sophomore wide receiver, looks like Ronnie Bell as he switched from 13 to number 8. So Michigan could be having a new young Ronnie Bell on the rise out of Tyler Morris. And the last thing I'll talk about to wrap this video up is Michigan defensive tackle projected to go in the first round of the 2024 mock draft, as ESPN draft analyst Jordan Reed released his 2024 mock NFL draft, and Kris Jenkins was projected to go 22nd overall to the Los Angeles Chargers. So just yet another Michigan defensive lineman potentially being a first round draft pick. And Kris Jenkins, he was a 3-star recruit, another very talented and developed 3-star that Michigan has done a phenomenal job with, and he has the potential to have a breakout season. Going to be a leader this year for Michigan, especially on the defense. He's been putting in the work, and I can't wait to see him on the defensive line for Michigan. But other than that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.